Welcome to this presentation of Mirror Trading International. And I'd just like to go through the presentation with you. I've divided it into two sections, which is the way the videos are structured as well. And that's the investor and affiliate presentation. To introduce myself, I'm Rich Simmons, a member of MTI. I was based in South Africa until November last year. And then we moved to Domodossola in Italy, where we live now, on the edge of the Swiss Alps. And basically, the mountains that you can see, the snow-capped ones on the left-hand side there of that picture, is where Switzerland is. So we're right on the Swiss border, and Switzerland is about 20 minutes on the train from us. So that's where I'm living, thanks to MTI. MTI is all about growing your Bitcoin. That's the objective of MTI, is actually to grow your Bitcoin. Remember that your investment is in Bitcoin, not in fiat currency. And this obviously is one of the questions that many people get, is that why can't we put normal money into the system? And why do we have to put Bitcoin? Why do we have to withdraw Bitcoin? And why can't we just get normal rands or dollars or whatever? Well, the whole idea is to grow your Bitcoin. With MTI, the complete system is always in Bitcoin. Never is Bitcoin ever converted to another currency. The Bitcoin is traded, the profits are made in Bitcoin, and the profits are added to your account in Bitcoin. When you want to make a withdrawal, you withdraw Bitcoin. The value proposition is that it'll grow your Bitcoin. Okay, so MTI will grow your Bitcoin and you will have more Bitcoin at the end of the day. Now, how that works is that let's assume that the price is $8,500, like it is now. It's probably a bit higher at the moment. And should it go to 10,000, if you only had one Bitcoin, you would only have an increase there of $1,500. So one Bitcoin will be equal to whatever the price is of one Bitcoin whenever the Bitcoin price goes up or down. It's one Bitcoin, and you've only got one Bitcoin. So it's like having one share. You've got one share in a company. That share is worth whatever. And if you needed more shares, you'd have to buy more shares. Now, in the case of MTI, your Bitcoin, which is like your share, is being traded and you're getting more shares on a daily basis instead of just having one share that's going to grow. Let's say, for instance, that in a period of a year, your Bitcoin doubled, the number of Bitcoin you have doubled. So then if you had started with one Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin or whatever you started with would have doubled. Therefore, even if the price didn't change, your value of your actual holding would be doubled. And that's the value proposition of, and why we focus on Bitcoin and why Bitcoin is invested, because it's the number of Bitcoin that you have that's going to determine the value. Now, sure, if the price goes up to some fantastic figure, like some people are predicting, 50,000, 100,000, I saw one with 300,000 by the end of this year, who knows? That means that the Bitcoin price will change, but if you only had one Bitcoin and you were holding Bitcoin, as they talk about it like that, you'd still only have one Bitcoin that you were holding, so it'll be that price. Whereas with MTI, you would have however many Bitcoin it's grown to times that price. So, even if the price, if in the case where you're holding Bitcoin and you've only got one Bitcoin, you're holding on to that for dear life, the value of that one Bitcoin can only be valued at one Bitcoin. If you have more Bitcoin because it's grown and you haven't spent more capital to buy more Bitcoin, now you've got, in this case, two Bitcoin, and two Bitcoin times 8,500 is 17,000. So, that's the whole proposition. You need to look at it and understand that you're trading with Bitcoin, and because the value of Bitcoin is going to go up, well, you could just hold it, or you could put it into MTI and invest with MTI so that your Bitcoin will grow and your future value will be even more than just the Bitcoin price. So let's look at Mirror Trading International, because they're the ones who are offering you the investment in Bitcoin. I've divided this presentation into 3 different parts: an overview of the company, passive income, and then the affiliate program, which is completely optional. Why I say that is because the focus of MTI is really on the investor. So the biggest advantage for anyone joining MTI is to be a member and be an investor member. That's where your biggest advantage comes in. The extra advantages come in through the affiliate program, which adds up with a bigger team. So let's have a look at the company, the passive income, and the affiliate program. Mirror Trading International is registered in South Africa. It's a registered company, and it was founded in April 2019. Often people ask, is it registered with the FSB or any financial services authority? It is an international company, and no, it cannot be registered because the financial services authorities do not recognize Bitcoin as a currency. So because that happens, there is no regulations around Bitcoin, which is a good thing in a way, because the reason why Bitcoin was created in the first place was to stay away from government regulations and to give the normal person power. So you've got a chance to get ahead without government stopping you and restricting you and trying to control you and taxing you and all that sort of thing. Of course, you would pay tax on anything you make in Bitcoin, but that would be when you convert it into fiat currency, your local currency, and obviously then it becomes an income for you at that stage, and you would declare that on your tax form. So the registered office of MTI is in Northcliffe, Johannesburg, in South Africa. The office hours are normally about 9 to 3, and you can visit the office. Our CEO, Johan Steinberg, is not at the offices. He lives in Polokwane, and he basically works from his home office, but the main office is in Randburg. The legal advisors are also situated in Randburg, and that's Hesseling Kunig. Everything is in MTI is done to make sure that we are 100% legally compliant. Now, people often say, well, that's great, but what does that mean? Well, it means that Johan, being the CEO of the company, is the public officer, is the director, and he is responsible should something happen. So should there be any bit of fraud, there is a legal entity in MTI, has a registered address, and Johan is the responsible party. So in the case of fraud, he would go to jail. So he knows that, and so that everything is done to make sure that the company is run properly, and the legal advisors are there making sure that everything about Mirror Trading International is legal and it is a legal entity. So it's something that you can sue, because often an online business doesn't have anything that you can find. So here in this case, you can take MTI to court because they are a legal entity. So the objective is to grow your Bitcoin. Your balance is always in Bitcoin, as I've said. When the Bitcoin price rises, the value of your trading account increases, and it increases on a daily basis. It's sustainable, and it uses advanced intelligence software. The trading works in the following way. People often think that if a market is on the way up, it's a good thing, and if the market is on the way down, it's a bad thing. That's not how trading works. Okay, they trade Forex, and it doesn't matter whether the price is going up, which is called a long in trading terms, or if it's going down, which is a short. That doesn't matter. The software isn't emotionally involved, so they don't care if the rand or dollar or yen or British pound or euro is falling or rising. That doesn't matter. If it's, let's say, for instance, the pound is falling against the euro, the software will take the trade down. If the pound, for instance, is rising against the euro, the software will take the trade upwards. So whichever direction the market is going in, the software reacts to that, takes the trade, and very quickly takes a profit or a loss for that matter and closes the trade. So you haven't got long trades that are waiting to be closed and emotion involved. There's nothing like that. In some days, we'll get up to 800 trades because they're short, small trades that either take a profit or a loss. And on most days, every day so far, we've had a profit. That doesn't mean that every day will be a profit. There could be a time in the future where we have a negative day. The profitability of MerTrade International comes from the trading. Your full investment goes into your trading account. There's none of this, a little bit goes to marketing and a little bit goes here and a little bit there. No, all of your money goes into your investment account. And once it starts trading, that's where it gets divided. So right from the start, if MTR cannot make you money, it's not costing you anything. Okay, so if they want to make money, if the traders want to make money, they have to make money for you first. So let's look at that passive income. How does it work? What are the details of that? So we call it a passive income because you are going to invest, you sit back and watch your money grow. There's no active. You don't have to do any trading. The software does that all for you, and you will get the profits. Obviously, if there's positive results. You earn passively from the daily trading. Trading takes place from Monday to Friday. Obviously, trading results are not guaranteed, and you're not doing anything, so you don't need any trading experience. Traders are still active. It's not just a bot that runs. The traders monitor the software, adjust the software, and constantly work with that software to make sure that you're getting the type of results that happen, that we see on a daily basis. What do you need to get started? Well, you need a Bitcoin wallet. You need to register with a link that your sponsor will give you. You need $100 worth of Bitcoin. That's the suggested minimum. And once registering, you need to fund your account within 7 days. Otherwise, your account will be deleted and you will need to recreate another account. What's really happening with MTR, there's no membership fees, there's no subscriptions, there's no packages. So whatever you invest will continuously trade as long as you have a balance in your account. And then there's no costs and deductions and anything like that. And then again, just reminding you that your full Bitcoin payment goes into trade. There's no contracts, there's no lockdowns. You don't have to ask someone if you can withdraw your money or not. The money it's in your control. You put it in and you take it out whenever you want. There's no penalties, so you could start with, and we've had the case often where someone starts with $100. Next week they get stuck a little bit, they need some money, they draw out probably $99 and leave their account with a bit of in it, and the account will still be active as long as there was money in that account. If there's enough money to trade, the account will continuously trade. So if you're leaving a reasonable amount in your account, it will continuously trade. Every day those profits will just get added and your balance will increase, and it's that compounding effect. Withdrawal requests are made from a Monday to a Friday, and they paid within 48 hours into your Bitcoin wallet. Now, people often ask and say, well, but hang on, it's Bitcoin. Why can't it be instant? Well, there's two reasons for that. Firstly is security. A lot of people have not put two-factor authentication onto their accounts, and I advise you to please do that. Please put as much security into your account as possible. And then the other side of it is that your money is working for you all the time. So your money is in trade as we speak. If you're an existing member, it's a Monday, your money is in trade. The end of the trading day will be at midnight tonight, and that's in the GMT time. Midnight tonight, your money will finish, the statements will be run, and you will get the results. As soon as they've done that, your money's back in trade and it continuously trades. Now, if you have to request a withdrawal, what has to happen is it has to come to the end of the day. the day has to be finalized, your statement has to run, and then once your statement has run, the withdrawal request can be made. So that's why we say it takes about 48 hours, and that's typically because some people might request their money on a Saturday morning when there's no one working and the trading is not happening. So effectively, it could take about 48 hours if you requested it on a Saturday, because it would have to come out of trade either before the start of trade, so you could get it by Monday morning, or depending on the time you put it in, it could come to you on the Tuesday, because it has to come out of trade at the end of Monday. So that's the reason for the 48 hours on your withdrawal. But withdrawals are very quick, that I can say, and there's never any problems. Let's look at successful daily trading. The income from a day. So let's say in this case here, we've got the day's trade. You'll see there that every day the total of the day is split accordingly. Members get 40% of the total for the day. The binary profit sharing gets 20%, 30% goes to the trading, and 10% goes to MTR. Now, MTR uses that money to pay the referral bonus, as well as run the website, the support staff, etc., etc. And just remember that what you see here are historical results, and historical results are no guarantee of future results. As I said, we've had positive days, but in the future, it could result that one of the days become a negative day, or, because that's just how trading works. There's no guaranteed results. Here is just the historical results. To date, we've had 134 days of trading since the software started. The total profit made by the members over those 134 days was 72%, and the average day over those 134 days was 0.5373%. What I can say about MTR is that I've seen consistency like no other platform. So, although there's no guarantee of future results, it's nice to know that things are consistent. Remember that all income comes from the daily results. If there's no positive daily results, there will be no income for that day. You'll receive a daily confirmation. Statements are sent out via email, and they also appear in your back office. Daily trade is automatically compounded. So as Einstein said, it's the eighth wonder of the world. So how it works, whatever your balance is at the end of today will be your opening balance that trades tomorrow, and you will earn the new percentage on the increased balance. So it automatically compounds. Your trading account automatically trades for you. Any commissions and other bonuses that you would earn would need to be added by yourself back into your account. But your actual trading profit from the day, that automatically goes back into your trading account. As I said earlier, your account remains active as long as you maintain a minimum balance in trade. And the suggested minimum is around about $100 worth of Bitcoin. The value proposition provides you with a passive sustainable income, and Bitcoin and trading is the very heart of MTR. So you earn passively, you actively grow in your Bitcoin. I'm going to go into the optional affiliate program. This is where you'd like to share the opportunity with your friends and new members. And as I mentioned earlier, the biggest advantage for anyone in the MTR system is to be an investor. That's where you're going to make the most money as an investor. When you implement the affiliate program, it helps you build your own investment, and it is structured to the way that you need to actually improve your own investment to get more bonuses. So it's always, everything is based on investing in MTR. It's not just an affiliate program. The affiliate program, as I said, is optional, and it consists of three things. Firstly is the 10% direct referral bonus. 20% goes to the weekly profit sharing, that's the binary. And then there's a new thing that was introduced last week, which is the 5% leadership profit sharing. This is all part of the residual income opportunity of MTR. The affiliate rewards are the bonuses that come from daily trading and are financially sustainable. So if there's no profits, again, no trading income, no bonuses, other than the referral bonuses, which are paid by MTI. You earn 10% direct referral bonuses. When they register, you become a free member. If you have not funded your account and someone uses your link to sign up, you will not earn a direct referral bonus if you're a free member. 20% of the daily income is allocated to the weekly binary profit sharing pool. This is where you become binary qualified and you earn the extra bonuses because you have a team on your left and right. To be binary qualified, you would need to introduce one person on your left and one person on your right. These are personal direct referrals. And then you would need $200 in your primary account or your normal account, your main account, or your only account, because you are only allowed one account with MTI in your personal name. So you need $200 worth of Bitcoin in your trading account. If the Bitcoin price goes up, you've got more. If the Bitcoin price goes down, you may need to top up that $200 to make sure that you've got $200 worth of Bitcoin on a Saturday or just on a Friday night into Saturday morning when they do the binary run. Spillover, it's when other people are introduced into your leg. So this green block that you see here could have been a person introduced from your sponsor who falls into the leg. The only time you get a benefit from that person is when the volume in that leg is calculated. Once you qualified, so you've got your $200 and your two personal, then whoever is underneath there, they didn't have to be introduced by you. All you needed to do was introduce your two people and then introduce people into your leg so that you can balance your leg. That's when the binary profit sharing bonus kicks in and you will earn that on a weekly basis. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the binaries, but they are there. And, if you're new, please ask questions and we'll explain the binary to you. But the most important thing is that you have one person on your left and one person on your right and $200 yourself to be binary qualified. There are different levels. You will need at least $200 to earn up to 10 levels. And then as you increase your investment and your team grows, you will need more and more money to earn more and more levels. But obviously, it's a case of if you are needing to add, it's because there's enough money there in your system that would justify you adding more so that you can earn more binaries. And as I say, having more money in the pool would be beneficial, most beneficial to be an investor. The binaries actually are, they're there, they're nice when you've got, a lot of levels and that sort of thing. But, really to have more investment is going to give you the most benefit as an investor, and then you just get those extra bonuses for having the team. The binary bonuses are paid every week, and it's on your weaker leg. And this creates your weekly residual income. So as your team grows, this becomes a very nice residual income, and this is ultimately what's going to make you financially free. Maximum binary cap that you can earn on your account per day would be $15,000. So that's $75,000 a week. People often ask me, so how many Bitcoin would I need in my leg to actually earn that? From my calculations, you probably need about 1,000 Bitcoin in your weaker leg to earn at the current Bitcoin price to earn that. What I can tell you is no one in the company is earning that yet. So you might be the first person. That might be a goal for you to set for yourself. Then there's the leadership bonus. Basically what happened from the leadership bonus, the trading fees were reduced, and from the traders portion, they'll be paying an extra 5%, which will be split into the two bonuses. One's called a P1 leadership bonus and a P2 leadership bonus. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that one either, but a leadership binary is where you've got yourself and 2 people, your 2 direct referrals, or whoever you've done, so you might have brought in 20 people. Whoever you qualify with, the first 2 that you qualify with will be one leadership qualification position. And it's really to help everyone to become binary qualified. That's the whole idea of the leadership binary qualification. You will get the extra bonuses, but really if your objective is to help other people become binary qualified, well, the system just looks after you. That's really what it is. We will go into more detail, and there is a video about the leadership binary qualification. So please, just ask whoever if you need to understand more about the leadership binary qualification. Then on all referral and binary bonuses and leadership bonuses, there's a 7-day waiting period. You get the binary you binary qualified this Saturday, you get a binary bonus. It'll be available for withdrawal in 7 days' time. MTR is a real company. If there's no trading profits, there's no income bonuses. You have the chance to become financially free. This is what MTR offers you. I can tell you that in my case, my wife and I have retired to Italy, or semi-retired, because we're still active in the MTR business. But as far as other things go, this is our income. I can also say that we would never have made this decision if we didn't think that MTR was, if we were 200% or 500%, we had to be that sort of percentage sure that MTR was a real business. Otherwise, we would never have moved from South Africa.